I'm Roxanne Barion from CJ Bio APAC Technical Solutions Center, and I will be sharing some information on the functional benefits from tryptophan to boost poultry production efficiency. We will start with a brief introduction, then we will discuss the functional benefits of tryptophan specifically in poultry, followed by our recommendation, and finally our conclusion. Let us start the introduction on understanding how amino acids are metabolized. When we talked about amino acid metabolism, what comes to our mind is that amino acids derived from dietary protein are used to synthesize protein and other nitrogen compounds like nucleic acids. Anything in excess will be catabolized into amino groups in the form of uric acid in poultry and into carbon skeleton that the animal's body can utilize as source of energy. Meanwhile, there are several researchers that are now focusing on the overlooked or unexplored area of amino acid metabolism, and this is on its role on the synthesis of metabolites that exhibits functional benefits including antioxidation and immune response in poultry. It is very important for us to identify which are those functional metabolites produced from amino acids by defining it as a biological molecules from amino acid metabolism that actively contribute to physiological and behavioral responses beyond its involvement in primary metabolic processes leading to benefits that would boost production efficiency even during stressful conditions, especially in poultry. There are amino acids that were shown to contribute on reducing stress such as arginine, tryptophan, sulfur amino acids, and threonine, while for muscle building, essential amino acids like arginine, branched-chain amino acids, histidine, and lysine were found to be helpful. For laying poultry, amino acids like arginine, tryptophan, sulfur-containing amino acids, threonine, and branched-chain amino acids can improve egg production performance. Among these, tryptophan is one of the essential amino acids with very promising functional benefits, which led us to investigate further how tryptophan can contribute to this. And that is through the metabolites that it produces, such as kynurenine and kynurenic acid, which are both acting as antioxidant. Of course, the well-known metabolite of tryptophan, which is serotonin, with big contribution on stress alleviation. While melatonin produced from serotonin has immune response functions, in addition to this, there are few amounts of indoles produced in the process that can improve the gut health of poultry by maintaining biological barriers in intestines. 90 to 95% of the body serotonin, however, is produced in the intestine where it has been increasingly recognized for its hormonal, autocrine, paracrine, and endocrine actions. But intestinal serotonin can't cross the blood-brain barrier because serotonin is a large water-soluble molecule, whereas the blood-brain barrier only allows small fat-soluble molecules to pass through via diffusion. Therefore, increasing the dietary tryptophan to lysine ratio will allow more tryptophan to reach and cross the blood-brain barrier to produce brain serotonin, especially during stressful conditions and when dietary leucine is in high amount. Since in the brain, serotonin biosynthesis depends on the quantity of tryptophan which crosses the blood-brain barrier, it is important to note that only free plasma tryptophan can penetrate the brain. Leucine is on the large neutral amino acids that are in competition with free tryptophan and limit its entry in the brain, which is common when birds are fed with corn soy diets. Once tryptophan levels in the brain become sufficient, the synthesis of serotonin will be enough to reduce the stress in animals, as it regulates aggressive behavior and stress response. Serotonin was also reported to potentially influence insulin secretion, which in turn can regulate glucose metabolism and affects beta cell function in the pancreas. Insulin as a growth hormone boosts body weight gain by accelerating nutrient metabolic rate. Moving on to melatonin, melatonin is known to downregulate the expression of genes related to the Notch pathway and boost the goblet cell numbers to suppress pathogenic bacteria populations by stimulating the production of antimicrobial peptides, thereby allowing beneficial bacteria to dominate. In the context of goblet cells, the Notch pathway acts as a negative regulator meaning that when activated, it suppresses the differentiation of cells into goblet cells, promoting the development of other intestinal epithelial cell types instead. Essentially, when Notch signaling is low, more goblet cells are produced. Goblet cells are epithelial cells that produce mucus to protect mucosal surfaces, and they are commonly found in the small and large intestines as well as in the airways. Lastly, kynurenine and its metabolites could scavenge free radicals and protect neurons from oxidative stress in vitro. Kynurenine and its metabolites are particularly noted for its ability to neutralize ROS or reactive oxygen species and reduce lipid peroxidation, which is critical in preventing oxidative damage to cell membranes. Kynurenic acids or kynurenin's role as an antioxidant showing that it can mitigate oxidative stress to prevent disease infection to happen. Now let us proceed on the role of tryptophan as an antioxidant. This experiment of Mond and colleagues supplemented different levels of tryptophan in broilers and showed positive response on improving the total antioxidant status or TAS levels of catalase, glutathione peroxidase, glutathione reductase, and most especially on arylestearase. Arylestearase is an enzyme that serves as an antioxidant and breaks down the toxic substances in the blood and liver. From the same experiment, increase in dietary supplementation of tryptophan beyond 24.79% helps improve the levels of the total antibodies of broilers as well as the immunoglobulin G. Moving on to the functional benefits of tryptophan on egg production, the potential increase in serotonin production in laying hens from tryptophan supplementation will result to an increased concentration of parathyroid hormone-related protein in the blood. This protein is responsible in increasing the serum calcium concentration from bone, kidney, and intestine, making the eggshell production more efficient. There are also some reports stating that serotonin can help improve bone mass by increase the recruitment and proliferation of osteoblasts and increase on both mineral density and bone strength. Also, the increase by 4% digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio helps strengthen the digestive system by making the villi wider and more branched, thereby also improving the amount of nutrients that can be absorbed by the body. Stress exposure in chicken triggers the release of corticosterone, which disrupts nutrient metabolism, impairs oviduct development, and ultimately reduces laying performance. Histologically, the increase in the digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio by 4% provoked a greater production of albumin by the magnum. Since the tubular glands of the magnum were found to be in more active functional stage and had a greater quantity of albumin, which permits the production of eggs to be achieved in a shorter period of time, thus enhancing production, weight, mass, and production efficiency. Moreover, the observed activeness of magnum also resulted to larger production of mucus in the epithelium, which may enable the egg to get through the oviduct faster. Likewise, the increase of digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio by 4% also elevated the quantity of secondary folds in the uterus of the laying hens in production stage and generated hyperplasia of the uterus epithelium. Such characteristics permit the formation of the shell in a shorter time, thus increasing egg production. Since the egg being formed stays in the uterus for variable time for the deposition of calcium carbonate, and this is accelerated by the increase of internal surface of the organ. Increasing the digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio and subsequent increase in the metabolites such as kynurenine and kynurenic acid lead to reduced free radical generation that is helpful during heat stress period to lower the negative impact on laying hens or in laying performance and mortality rate. Likewise, the tryptophan metabolite serotonin serves as a stress-relieving hormone that alleviates stress and fear responses and suppresses aggression and severe feather pecking behavior in poultry with decreases in the corticosterone levels. We commonly observe that with improvements in egg production, egg size or weight tend to affect tend to be affected. But on this trial done in Brazil, Both egg mass and production was improved when the digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio of diets fed to laying hens were increased to 25%. Now let us move on to the recommended increase in tryptophan to lysine ratio to take advantage of the functional benefits it can provide to poultry without the need to depend on additional feed additives. For broilers, an increase on the digestible tryptophan to lysine ratio by 2% is recommended based on the breeder's nutrition guide. However, for layers, either an increase by 3 to 4% from nutrition guide recommendations or an SID tryptophan to lysine ratio of 25% can be adopted regardless of the breed. When formulating, it is also very important to consider the source of tryptophan to get the desired result in the performance of the animals. The use of crystalline amino acids in the diet offers flexibility in manipulating the amino acid ratios without affecting the levels of other amino acid levels to improve specific desired parameters on a precise manner. Aside from the fact that intact proteins may cause further imbalance in amino acid ratios, the availability in the bloodstream of the amino acids may take some time compared to crystalline amino acids that will only increase the specific target amino acids and is immediately available after ingestion. Moving on to our conclusion that the function of the amino acids are not limited to protein or growth production performance, but it is very important in boosting immune response and during recovery stage after disease infection. And most importantly, to understand how amino acids are metabolized as it will give us more confidence to allow increases on specific amino acid ratios, especially if we are aware of the metabolites that can be produced in the process and its function on the animal's body. It is about time that we moved on from just achieving the standard performance of the animals by fulfilling the minimum amino acid ratios required for growth towards formulating based on optimum amino acid ratios and maximized production performance. With this, we want to thank you for listening, and you may reach us through our social media platforms for any additional information and updates. See you!